Hello and welcome to the CTC Cup Series race week 7 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the oval configuration. Last week we were at the Roval road course combination. This week we went for a doubleheader type of situation. We go for the oval this time. I think a lot more akin to these drivers' styles of racing. The road course was fun, but back to the good old oval. This is the quad oval right in the heart of NASCAR in Charlotte, North Carolina. Should be a fun race. Got qualifying going on right now. Head down on track. See who we got out on track right now. It's like Michael Christopher. They're making his qualifying laps. Sorry about that, but back. Now we got a minute and a half left. 9 drivers making a qualifying lap so far. Like a few of them have been having some issues getting a timed lap in, unfortunately. But Hayden Lowell on the pole right now, Andrew Beach in second, and Trenton Sneed in third. Screen now, Shane Wheelan making his laps. In for lap number 1. 31.39. See if he can best on the second lap. Blake Giglio goes up to third. He was saying he wouldn't make it tonight, but he makes a surprise appearance and puts down a third place lap with pretty much no practice, I think. So pretty impressive there. But not enough to get pole. Tim Milden putting in a 30.6. Who's up to 12th. With Mullins, looks like he's on his second lap. And that is the end of qualifying. He was able to finish it. So back to our race info now. See the weather up there. 79-degree day, so a lot hotter than we're used to here in this series. Starting to get a little warmer out. It's going to be a little tougher for these guys to drive. A little bit higher humidity, some wind. So it's going to be a little bit tougher than weeks previously. But Charlotte Motor Speedway in these cars should be somewhat easy to drive, you know, low horsepower, high downforce, that whole type of deal. Drivers get gridded up right now. To our grid here in just a second. Alrighty, as these drivers get gridded up, move on to our qualifying order. Hayden Lowell obviously getting the pole tonight. Got a 30.034, almost breaking into the 29-second bracket. That is blazing fast, especially in these cars. Andrew Beach out there in second on the outside pole. Blake Giglio in third, surprise appearance from Blake. Trenton Snead over there in fourth. Jeff Price in his first start this season in fifth. Patrick Gentner in sixth. Michael Christopher in seventh. Quinn Newton eighth. Gabriel Truesdale ninth. Will Spark in 10th. Cliff Mullins 11th. Shane Wilden starts 12th. Jonathan Ledger starts 13th. Harry Grindell, two-time winner this season, did not put into time. He'll start 14th. Ethan Evers starts 15th. Jonathan Leach in 16th. Daniel Llewellyn 17th. Dave Hoitzma in 18th. And move down the order. Zachary Swicegood will be in 19th. Lucky Karlek 20th. James Riles in 21st. Cliff Corvu in 22nd, Shay Derryman in 23rd, William Kelly 24th, and rounding out our 25-car field tonight, Matt Metler in 25th. These drivers will make one lap around, get ready to start this race off. Make their way out of turn 4. Head toward our restart zone. I don't like that camera angle, but we're gonna have to live with it tonight. Barney with the green flag in hand. Oh, Daniel Llewellyn sideways on the start. And we are jumped here on the start. Looks like no caution. Somehow. Not sure how there was no yellow on that. Daniel Llewellyn involved in some sort of incident on the start. We're gonna have to go back and look at that. I'm sorry if there's something going on at the front, but that was a pretty large wreck there in the back. You're looking at the 23 there. It's like a big stack up on the inside. Daniel checks up. And more contact in the outside line. Looks like just a big stack up on the initial start. So somehow no yellow flag tonight. Hayden Lowell will hold on to that lead. Blake Giglio is up in second. Andrew Beach in third. They're single file right now as they head into turn 1. Nope. Blake Giglio moves to the outside and they're 3 wide almost behind him. A lot of racing going on right now. Side by side through 3 and 4. Blake Giglio losing a bit of momentum. He's going to have to slide back in behind Hayden Lowell. But Trenton Snead back there around 5th place. He's making a move on the outside of Gabriel Truesdale. Trying to hold his position. I think that outside line is struggling right now. Jeff Price, his first start in this season, making some moves, already up to 5th. Surprised he was able to hold 5th. How much was jostling around here for position. Gabriel Truesdale a little sideways off the nose of Jeff Price. Maybe not. May have just gotten a little loose. Oh man, a lot of drivers having to avoid him joining the track there. Like everybody able to make it through somewhat clean. That could have been way worse than it was. But Blake Giglio, big move to the front, to the bottom of Hayden Lowell, but Hayden driving it on the outside holds on to that lead. Racing going on all over this track. Very close to the wall in the exit. lap 7 of 102 laps complete. It's like the same deal up front. We'll move toward the back, see what's going on toward the back of this front pack. Oh, big move up to the front again. Blake Giglio badly wants to get by Hayden Lowell for that front spot, but he just can't do it. Hayden now jumping out to somewhat of a lead, but he's not going to pull out too far with the draft at this track and in these cars. Until these tires wear off, these guys are going to be very close to each other. Move back toward the back. Around 13th and 14th right here. Single file pretty much throughout the field. A lot of different lines though. You can see a lot of guys running the top, a lot of guys running the middle, running the bottom, all over the place. I'm with Jeff Price in 5th place right now. Trying to work that top side, looks like. Quinn Newton to the bottom. So your leader, the 67, Hayden Lowell, leading almost every lap so far. Now Hayden was our Auto Club winner earlier this season, in this season opener. But has unfortunately had to miss a few races here and there, but has kept a steady lead with the points even with those absences. Obviously signed by BGR, I think around week 3, so gonna be good for team points for Blake and the rest of those guys on BGR if Hayden can get that win tonight. So I don't think Blake's gonna push him too hard right now. Doesn't want to wreck out a teammate. Side by side in the back right now. 53 in the 4. Oh, contact with the 25. Gabriel Truesdale. Oh, the wrecking. The 53 is up and over. No, there's the caution. Wondering where the caution was going to come out. Looks like Shea Dairyman. A lot of contact there with the 25 and maybe the 4. We saw that one live. He went for an absolute ride. I'm surprised that car is still driving. But obviously, the first caution of the night is out on lap 15. I think we'll see a lot of guys coming up pit road, take one of their 4 extra sets of tires. But let's take a look back at that wreck. So, 53 on the backstretch here. You see he goes to the outside of the 4. This is where we jumped on live with them. 53. Oh, the 25 cuts across the nose of the 3. The 3 trying to avoid the 25, just kind of Came him up into the 53, not knowing he was there, I think, and just very unfortunate for Shea Dairyman. Hopefully he has a fast pair still in that pit. I'll take a look right now. Drivers come down pit road. Hayden Lowell leads him down. Right side's down for these guys. I think every driver on the track coming down pit road right now, either for fuel or tires. It's like 4 tire stop for almost everybody. Gabriel Truesdale looks like electing to stay out, as well as William Kelly. William Kelly with his car looks pretty destroyed. I think he'll come down this time. But Gabe Truesdale involved in that last wreck. Looks like he's going to stay out in front of the field unless he pits right here. Truesdale going to stay out on track. Like Jonathan Ledger, 3 laps down. He'll get the wave around. No, he will not. He'll get the wave around as the 25 stayed out, unfortunately. Seeing a lot of Let's Go Trentons in the chat. Let's get a Trenton check. Trenton's an 8th right now. Looks like clean car so far. That's what you like to see. So, '25, your lone stayer outer. Should be interesting. These guys trying to get around him. That was around 16 laps on those tires. So, hopefully Gabe will try to hold his line here, stay out of the way of these guys, because they're going to be going quick. And it sounds like a lot of them are aware of his old tires as well, so that's not going to make it any better. Alright, so rounding out lap 18 right now. These drivers are double file. Means we'll go green this time. Here they come. Pace car rolls off onto pit road. For the second time tonight, we go green. There it is, green flag. 25, a little bit of a late start there, pushed it to the end of the restart zone. Gonna stay on that bottom there. These guys have almost, oh, he cuts right up in front of the 8, and that's gonna cause a wreck. We saw that one coming. Well, thought he was holding his line out of the way, but I don't think the 8 car is going to be very happy about that one. Oh, I don't think we need to take a look back at that one, but we will anyway, just to get a better view of it. Okay, see, coming down the backstretch. The 8 car driving down huge speed compared to the 25. The 25 jumps up to the gap. I think he just didn't realize the speed difference he had and just came down on everybody. You know, I would feel bad, but a few of the drivers did warn him before the green flag that this could happen. And that's unfortunate for everybody involved. But yeah, we'll move on. Everybody's got fast repairs. It's gonna be unfortunate for those guys to use them this early, though. So, second caution of the night off that last restart. Looks like Gabriel Truesdale had to tow it. I think he had some pretty bad damage to that wreck. Andrew Beach, one of the guys that were heavily involved in that, looks like he obviously took his quick repair. He'll come back out 20th. Alright, so a few drivers coming down pit road that last time. Take a look at our data right now. Pit strategy, we'll see. Obviously, the top 10. Everybody came down that last time. Nobody in the top 10 involved in that wreck right now. I think most everybody that's up there either avoided it or weren't involved. Everybody that was involved, I think, had pretty bad damage, so they all had to go to the back. So heading double file right now. Alright, so heading through turns 3 and 4 right now. Hayden Lowell gonna lead them off to the restart zone this time for our second caution of the night.
Green, green, green.
There it is, green flag out once again. Hayden Lowell out to a steady lead. Good jump on that restart. Blake Giglio following just behind him, side by side for third. Michael Christopher and Quinn Newton. Michael Christopher a little bit of right front damage there, but doesn't seem to be holding him up. Trenton Sneed moves down into 5th. Just hugging that middle line right now, trying to get some clean air. Behind him, Ethan Evers up to 6th place, up 9 spots from his initial start right now. Jeff Price, 7th place, Cliff Collins in 8th. And back to Andrew Beach, obviously involved in that last track, up to 13th right now. So pretty good start. And hopefully he can rebound from that. Back up to the front. Watch that battle for the lead. All these guys tightly wound in a single file line. I think this track, just after the updates they've done, it's kind of hard to pass, but at the same time, if you make a mistake, you're definitely going to get passed. See, with Quinn Newton, you saw right there, got a little loose in the center of the corner. Mike Christopher just jumped down to the bottom of him. Was going to try to make that move into turn 3. Those guys dead even out of the corner. Quinn just nosing out ahead. Might be able to clear him into turn 1. No, he will not. So still side by side right now. I think Michael Christopher's struggling on those straightaways a little bit because that right front damage. Jeff Price blinking a little bit back in the background. I think that was Jeff. Quinn Newton, good run down the backstretch. He'll clear up into 3rd. He's up 5 spots since the start of the race. And he'll make a move on his teammate. Now it's a BGR top 3. Side by side down the backstretch they go. Blake Giglio slides in behind Quinn Newton up to 2nd. Right on board with Quinn right now. See what he can try to do to make the move on the leader. Either he's burning those tires off or he figured something out. Tried to make a move there to the bottom. I think he expected to get a bit more of a run. Now Blake, no, Harry Grindell to the outside. Haven't spoken of him much tonight, but he's up to 2nd. Harry's also on the move. So I think Hayden may be trying to toe that line, walk that line, and trying to save those tires, but also trying to keep that lead because I think the track position is going to be very important for him. to the outside of Harry. Might be able to clear out of the corner. And he does. Blake Giglio also to the outside of Harry Grindell, and Harry will file in behind him. Now Quinn Newton back up to second. BGR back to top 3. Quinn Newton getting a good shove from his teammate. I think Quinn's fighting for that extra 5 points for the lap lead. But Blake's not going to let him have it. Blake Giglio now to the inside. A lot of battling up front. Side by side down the backstretch. Quinn Newton nosing out ahead. He'll clear his teammate in the 16. After battling off so many people, I don't know if he's got those tires left. He's running the middle right now. You're trying to get some clean air. And he looked very tight and loose off of that corner. Never a good sign. They're 3 wide back there. Ethan Evers in the middle of all of it. I heard some screaming over the radio, but I think everybody's okay. Andrew Beach all the way up to 6th now. Very impressive run. Started just around 20th on this restart, and he's able to crawl his way back up to 6th right now. And I don't think he's done yet. Quinn Newton and Blake Giglio still side by side. Blake now to the outside of Quinn. And Hayden's just watching this in his mirror, trying to drive away, but don't think the draft is allowing him. I think Quinn let him have it that time. I think those tires are just about done for this run. Harry Grindell going to try to make the move on Quinn as well. Quinn's throwing some blocks, and there's a caution. It's like Cliff Mullins involved. These guys are going to have to let the pace car by. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. You can see Zach Swicegood coming out of the corner. Ooh, Cliff Mullins and Will Spark getting into it in front of him. Zach just tagging it a little bit. Go back and watch what happened with Will Spark and Cliff Mullins. Looked like Cliff got a little bit of air there. So, coming off the corner, here's turn 4 right now. Cliff, I think he just caught the apron. Yep, he caught the apron down there. At the same time, Will Spark maybe a little loose. And those two just come together. Cliff going for a ride down the front stretch. Looks like just pretty much those two involved. So he'll probably come down, either take a quick repair or try to fix that damage. Looks like Hayden Lowell went on the race off pit road. Like roughly the same running order as when we left off. Jonathan Ledger staying out to get that wave around. He will get it this time. So after our third caution of the night, we're 37 laps in. Jonathan Ledger in that beautiful 28 Havoline machine up there in the front. He'll take that wave around when we get around to the start-finish line again. So, one thing I haven't talked about tonight, the fuel run is roughly 60 laps according to a few drivers I talked to. And right now, we are sitting at around 64, 65-ish to go. I think we'll go green around 63 to go. So that'll put these guys within 2 to 3 laps of finishing without having to take fuel again. So you're hearing, we're riding on board with Quinn Newton. He is actively shutting that engine off. He's trying to save that fuel. I'm sure a lot of these guys are. We'll do a quick run through. See who's all saving fuel. Hayden Lowell, yep, he just shut his engine off. Like Giglio, sounds like nobody told him, so I don't think he's trying to save. Or he doesn't care. One of the two. Yeah, looks like a few of these guys getting the memo. A few of them maybe not caring. A few of them maybe not knowing, but I think if we go green to the end of this, these guys that are saving, they may just have enough. If we go green to the end. That's a big if. And that's a big if the tires can even make it there. So we're 1 to green right now. Jonathan Ledger taking his wave around. And he got to run there quick. He's already back up to the field. So Hayden Lowell once again start him off for this restart. Blake Giglio once again will start on his outside. But I see a lot of these Nesquik Racing guys joining this party. Got BGR 1, 2, 3, Nesquik 4, 6, 7, something like that.
Green, green, green.
And his green flag is back out. Hayden Lowell down the backstretch, a little bit of a lead, about 0.3 of a second. Harry Grindell to the bottom, underneath Quinn Newton. Quinn, a little bit of a high line there in 1 and 2. We'll sacrifice that position to Harry, but don't think it's the worst decision to sit back right now and see what happens between those front two. Harry is right on the back bumper of Hayden Lowell. And Blake Giglio is falling quick. I think he might have either gotten a black flag. Not sure what happened. I think he... Oh, Daniel Llewellyn sliding the pits as well. So those two probably getting black flags on that start. We'll have to look at Blake Giglio. Oh, caution's out. That looks like Kelly involved in that one. take a look. And into turn one. Oh, we got high up into turn one, and he got loose right after and came down into Cliff Mullins. Also collected the 4 Zach Swicegood. Very unfortunate for those three, but it looks like all that was involved. That'll be the 4th caution of the night.
I'm in a hurry. Oh no.
Alrighty, so like a few guys will head down pit road. Zach Swicegood's blowing up. Cliff Mullins out of fast repairs after the last incident. Not sure if he's got an engine left to use. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the 37 out of this race. Zach Swicegood, hopefully he has a quick repair because I think his engine just expired. He's slowly coasting into that pit box. He did have a quick repair. Jerry Derryman as well, William Kelly as well, so those guys all with a quick repair. Unfortunately, Cliff Mullins the only one left out. Taking a look at that car, it's got some heavy rear, a little bit of heavy right front, maybe fixable as long as his engine's okay, but these cars are a little fragile in the engine department. So all those fuel calculations we were doing in our head there, I think they're still going to be somewhat close, but after these caution laps, as long as they're saving, I think they'll be all right. Obviously, I think Hayden's still saving all those guys up front. Two to green right now. This guy's gonna re-rack him again. Just under halfway in this race. Go green with a lap 47. Hopefully get a good long green flag run in. Gotten some decent racing in so far, but haven't gotten a lot of long runs this season. I'd like to see that come into play a little bit. Been a lot of short run racing, which can be fun occasionally, but I think these guys come together and they could get some good racing in here. There's pace car lights are out. We'll green next time by. So it looks like we have a few retirements from this race. Obviously, Gabriel Truesdale does hop back on track, get some points. Cliff Corvu as well. William Kelly in pit road right now. Not sure what happened to him. I thought his car was clean, but I did not see the rear end. Looks like 24 or 25 cars still racing right now. We'll head back around. Pace car will pull off. Ready to get this thing going. Once again, to the fourth caution of the night, lap 47.
Green, green, green.
Down the backstretch. They go side by side almost all the way throughout the field. Andrew Beach on the bottom of those guys. They're almost 3 wide for second. Andrew, I think he lifted a little bit. I think he saw it was not going to be a good decision there. Those guys are getting really close to the bottom. There was room, but it was tight. Up to the front for second right now. Still the 88 and the 70 side by side. And we have a wreck. James Riles involved. Daniel Woolen involved. Dave Hoitzman involved. Not sure what happened. Lucky Karlek involved. Fifth caution of the night. Take a look at what happened. Brendan, Daniel Wallen right there. On the bottom, James Riles, just a little bit of contact between his toe, and Daniel tried to lock it up. I think he just... Ooh, I'm not sure. Oh, no. Oh, looks like the 87 just piling in there at the end. I think he wasn't expecting the 23 to move a little bit, but... Not sure. We also had... We had, yeah, a separate incident in the back. Dave Hoitzman getting squeezed into the wall by the 28. Two incidents happened at the same time. I'm gonna take one quick break here. Alright, so we're having some difficulties with the restart zone. Looks like iRacing not getting its stuff together. Fortunately, some drivers getting black flags when they shouldn't have. Alrighty. So these drivers not being able to figure it out amongst themselves, so they have gone quiet for the moment. We'll let them get back to racing here. And I'm not expecting good things. I don't think any of them are happy at the moment. Alright, that'll be the last time, I swear. So, coming through turns 3 and 4. Try to get it back going green here. But I'm sure somebody will have a grudge somewhere, so we'll get another yellow.
Green flag, green flag.
Hayden Lowell getting the race going back green again. Hayden Lowell coming out of turn 4. There's single file. Will this be the time we go green for more than 5 laps? We will see. A little battle up toward the front, the 70 and the 88 side by side. The 70 getting a black flag earlier on a restart. He was deep in the field, and the iRacing gave him a penalty for just trying to start. So don't see what you can do about that, but there's the caution. Looks like Shane Wilden involved in this one. Maybe a single car incident? Take a look at it. Here he's coming through turn 2. And then the backstretch looks clean so far. The 72 just looks like he moved right up into him. I don't take a look at another angle. Uh-oh. And down the backstretch, I think maybe he just didn't see him? A case of maybe not binding a look right to his wheel. That's the only thing I can think of. I think he just didn't see him up there. Oh, a few drivers electing to go down pit road right now. So after the 6th caution of the night, this has been a very long midsection of this race. Hopefully, we have reached the end of this, whatever just happened, and we get some good racing from this point on, right? Let's root for those guys out on track. Woohoo! Oh, please don't get another caution after this. I don't know if I can take it. But I appreciate everybody sticking around in here who is here. No, that that wasn't easy to watch for a little bit there, but we had some good racing at the start. I think we can finish this out good. So looks like Harry Grindell taking it down pit road. That'll put him back in 16th. The pace car lights are off. I'm just listening to the driver's chat right now, trying to figure out what's going on. I think they're just bringing up some concerns about this restart zone. It's been especially bad after this recent update. Wouldn't be surprised if next week we didn't see it. But that'll have to be some discussions for after the race. Right now we got to get it finished. They got a job to do out there, so... Pace car lights off, pace car pulled off. Blue car will pull into blue zone. Green flag. So it looks like Andrew Beach getting a black flag on the start. Should be cleared. Hopefully, because obviously he did not jump anything. Yeah, actually a pretty bad start, I'm assuming, to try to not get the black flag. Hayden out to a huge lead right now. Almost a half of a second. If he can keep this up, he might be able to pull away from that pack. That's assuming we stay green. It's clean throughout the field right now. Here's something we haven't done in a while. I'm going to throw it to a crank it up here on lap 61. Assuming we don't wreck in the back right here. Shea Dairyman sideways, comes back down into the field and collects 5 or 6 drivers. We just can't do it. 7th caution of the night. Can't do it. Rewind here. We saw him getting loose out of the corner. I think he, yeah, he just washed up into the wall. A little bit of contact with Harry Grindell. I don't think Harry expected the checkup. Like, those guys all make it through okay. A little bit of damage, but they were fine. 53 just can't gather it up. Kind of kept it in the racing line, unfortunately. I don't think anything intentional, but it definitely could have been avoided. But, you know, it's one of those deals. So we're back under caution now. I'm running out of things to say. It's only so much filler. Pace car lights are still on. So we're 2 to green still. I am curious about tire strategy right now. I know those guys up front have stayed out a few times already. Have to take a look here. See what we got. Oh, double fire right now. Pace car lights are out. It looks like up to 11th, Andrew Beach in 11th will be the first car on brand new tires. Beyond that, Shane Wheeldon, their tires around 6 laps ago, so they're may as well be brand new. And then everybody in front of that, I would say they're old but cold. I don't think they've done any serious driving over those 20 or 30 laps. So I don't see any need for those guys to pit right now, unless we really go for a green flag run. But we'll have to see how it shakes out. I think the guys 11th on back, 10th on back will have a slight advantage, but nothing too crazy. About 17 cars left on the lead lap. Still 24 cars. Sorry, 22 cars it looks like on track. Or 21, something like that. 20 or 21. So lost about 5 cars. I can't tell for sure right now. But we are going green. Number 67 out front on lap 67. And they're packed in there like sardines in the back. 3 wide back there for 13th. I don't like how this looks. Looks like the 33 backing out wisely. I like the decision. Stay green for that lap. On to 68. Hayden still out front. Blake Giglio hot on his tail. Blake now down to the bottom of his BGR teammate. Side by side for the lead. Hayden Lowe with a good run in the middle. Looks like he'll be able to hold on to the lead. Just barely. But Quinn Newton joining that party once again. Don't think he's led that lap yet, but he's been close. And an all BGR 1, 2, 3 once again tonight. Blake sending it in there. Doesn't stick it though. Very tough to pass unless the guy in front of you makes a mistake. And Hayden's not one of those guys to make an easy mistake. Really gonna have to force it out of him. Kind of push that intimidate button, if you will. But Blake not a very intimidating figure. I'm sorry, Blake, you're gonna watch that back. So they are battling hard. Zach Swicegood up 14 positions from the start of this race. Very good run so far. He's up to 5th. That 4 machine, I think he's taken that quick repair tonight already, so I think he's feeling a little anxious, but I think he's laying it all on the line. He doesn't care, he just wants a good finish. Andrew Beach, Trenton Sneed as well. Andrew Beach has had a rough night. Trenton, he's up to 4th. Both getting by Zach Swicegood there, along with Harry Grindell. Zach getting stuck on the bottom. It's that one mistake I'm talking about. I think he just got a little loose and that cost him 4 spots. So So 6-lap run right now. They're getting very loose. Blake Giglio down to the bottom. Can he save it? No. Contact from the 4 car, and that's going to be the 8th caution of the night. Blake almost had it saved and out of the way. Honestly, not even sure what happened there. He just kind of got loose out of the blue. Obviously, it was contact, but I don't know from who or what or why. Take a look back at that. And down the backstretch. Quinn Newton, oh, Quinn got in the wall. And that just sent Blake down the track. Blake trying to keep it off of everybody else. Just sent it down to the bottom. If we go on board with the 4 car, he sees Blake. Oh, he locked it up, trying to go, just trying to get it slowed down, and that ended up putting him right into the 16. That was kind of one of those freak accidents, but kind of just a lockup from the 4 was what caused the bigger accident. Not much he could do about it. And a lot of those, not much you can do about it tonight. Cool. Let's take a ride on board with Cliff Mullins here in this wreck. I think that's what he was talking about. He got Cliff in chat saying, asking how he missed it. Oh yeah, he's real close. Oh man, C's parted for Cliff. Pretty good wreck avoidance there. And that'll put him up to 5th right now. Andrew Beach up to the lead. It looks like we had a lot of people pitting that time. Sorry I missed it. So Hayden Lowell looks like, Quinn Newton. No, we'll take a look at the pit strategy because I accidentally closed my app. I can't see what's going on, so we'll just go down and take a look. So it looks like 7th on back, went down, took tires after their 39-lap run. And the rest of the top 6 are all jumbled around in terms of their pit times. So after a somewhat long run, about 7 or 8 laps, that last run, maybe things looking up in this race. Appreciate everybody who's made it this far in this broadcast. Once again, you know, if you made it this far, you may as well stay until the end, right? You know, you've seen enough. You've seen it all tonight. How much worse could it get? Well, I say that, but I do not want to know how much worse it could get. I've seen worse. Let's keep it as it is now. I think that's good. Pace car lights turning off this time. Field to go double file. .25 to go, 24 to go at the line this time, and we go green again. Andrew Beach will lead us off. Slightly older tires than those guys, 7th on back, but track position seems to be pretty important at this track, so Will it work out for him? Who knows? Either way, he got those laps led tonight. Extra 5 bonus points. But I think it's going to be a close race for the most laps led. Hayden, I think he's got it all but locked up. Unless somebody else comes and swoops in here and leads the rest of the laps. So we got 16 cars remaining on the lead lap. And 19 cars total on track now. Beach leading him to the restart zone.
Green, green, green.
There's green flag out once again. Harry Grindell. So driver chat lighten up once again. I think Harry was trying to avoid the penalty and ended up getting it anyway. And caution is out. Quinn Newton involved. Do a quick replay on this. Very tight out of turn 4. Side by side with Michael Christopher. Oh, yep. Looks like he just probably in his blind spot didn't see him. No, pretty much no damage for all those guys. Just going to be a caution. Stopped in front of drivers. A lot of discussions going on about the restart zone. Be right back once again. Alright, so join you back once again. Don't think anybody will be out after that wreck. It was just a little bit of contact between the 22 and the 88. Take a look at the 22. I think he got the brunt of the damage, but I don't really see anything. I think he's fine. The 88, obviously, he's the one who spun. Damage would be on the left rear. There's nothing there. So just a little spin in yellow. We'll get back green here quick. Looks like Cliff Corvu getting the lucky dog. We'll put him 1 lap down now. Supposed to get back on the lead lap. So 9 cautions tonight. It is a bit of a longer race than normal, about 102 laps. I say about, it's exactly 102 laps. Anyway, most of these mile and a halves this season are going to be in the 90s range or 80s. So it's a little bit longer than we're used to, not by much, just enough to throw a little bit of strategy in there. But the longest mile and a half will be the championship race at Texas. It'll be 133, so that'll be something different for these drivers. Assuming they can all make it there. But this is going to be week 7 of the regular season. There are 10 weeks total. Next week will be at Rockingham Speedway. Everybody loves Rockingham, that I've talked to at least. Rockingham, just a great track. We're going to do 80 laps there next week, so it's going to be a pretty short race. But Rockingham can either go two ways. It can be the most boring race you've ever seen, or it can be the most wreck-filled, but best racing you've ever seen. I would like a mix in between those two, but that's tough to get at Rockingham. But you know, one can hope. But after that, we'll go on to Phoenix. Everybody loves Phoenix. Not everybody, but Phoenix is a pretty good track. And then after that, Talladega will be the regular season cutoff. Everybody loves Talladega. I say everybody loves every track, but just some good tracks to finish out that regular season, and something to look forward to. So take a look at these point standings after last week at the Roval. Blake Giglio was able to take over the points lead in terms of the drivers that have a win. Trenton Sneed, the overall points leader with 910. He overtook it from Mike Christopher. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Very close race for those top 12. Andrew Beach, if he can squeak out a win here, that's going to boost him right up into those top 10. Get him in those playoffs. And put him in that 5th position at least. So that's Andrew's really looking to get that win tonight, along with Ethan Evers. Not sure if he has enough starts or will be able to have enough starts to get in the playoffs, but I think if he can get that win tonight, that'll really help his chances. Guys make their way to turn 4. Waiting to take the green flag. Andrew Beach once again.
Green, green, green.
There it is, green flag out. Waiting to hear if we get another black flag from 2nd place. Haven't heard anything yet. Andrew Beach holding out steady with that lead. Trenton Sneed, his teammate, on the outside of his other teammate, Harry Rundell. So top 3 Nesquik drivers right now. LFG there in 4th with Ethan Evers. Jeff Price is in 5th right now. That's exactly where he started, so he's holding out pretty strong. Oh, big contact with the 23, and that's going to be our 10th caution of the night. I'm seeing more wrecking up front. We can't do it. We'll start flipping into frame. I'm hearing, don't know who, but sounds like somebody's monitor shut off, so we just can't get the luck tonight. Check it out. I don't know who started it. Maybe I'm just gonna guess. We'll probably be able to see it from here. Oh, no. Was not our culprit. The monitor was not our culprit. So it looks like Daniel Llewellyn got loose out of the corner, caught Will Spark. And yeah, the wreck was on. Alright, I know whose on board we're going on. inside. Will Spark right now. Coming off turn 2. He doesn't know what's happening right now. He's just going to get caught up and flipped over with contact from the 22. And he just keeps flipping. No end in sight. Man, he's got to be dizzy. I know I'm dizzy. There it is. Finally on his wheels. We'll go back live with him. Like maybe able to make it back on pit road. Very impressive that the car was able to keep running. But it looks like Andrew Beach and everybody who did not pit that last time with everybody else decided to take it down with 15 to go. Maybe deciding those tires did not have enough in them. All the next quick guys heading down. And BGR gonna be 1-2. That's how it's gonna shake out. Lucky Car like up there in third, up 17 spots from where he started. Impressive run if he can keep it going. I think he's on slightly older tires, but I don't think we had a run long enough to make a huge difference. Let's take a look on board Hayden Lowell on that last track since we're just pacing right now. Sorry, took me a second. Alright, we'll head on board the nose cam, roof cam. Behind Michael Christopher, who made contact with Will initially. Made it around, and oh, it's just a careening 22 car out of nowhere. Actually, not too much damage considering what happened. A little bit of front end, but oof, yeah, that right front's a little rough. See what he can do though. So pace car lights are out. You know what that means. It's time to go green for 2 laps and wreck. I'm just kidding. No, I still got hope in these guys. We've kind of transitioned from avoidable wrecks to just kind of unfortunate circumstances. Obviously this last wreck is kind of a straightaway wreck. You never want to see those, but it was after a unified run, so can't be too mad at it. Hopefully we can finish this out. 13 laps left. Should be a good race if we can finish all of them green. I think about 10 or so laps in is when the tires start to change a little bit. Allow a little bit more passing. Oh, Blake Giglio. Get some laps let in tonight. Take us to the green flag this time after our 10th caution.
Green flag, green flag.
Clean restart. To turn one now. Nope. I take that back. Was not a clean restart. Like Ethan Evers involved. That might be it. We'll take a look back at that. Went through the quad oval right here. See that 15 car right there. Stack up on the inside from the 87. And kind of know where to go for the 15. He's just trying to check up. I think he tried to go to the outside, but I don't know what happened with the 87. I think we'll hit up the onboard on this. Try to figure it out. Let's see. I think he's in third gear. Yep. That was the problem. So, fortunately, the 87 started in third gear. Everybody behind him started in second, and that just gave him a little bit more of a run than the 87. So, they didn't have time to check up, and yeah, that's the result right there. So, 11th caution, 11 to go. I agree with you, Will. I agree. It hasn't been a great one. I think this just proves the road course configuration of this track is way better. Oh! I didn't say that. So, Shane Wilden, not your leader, as it may show. I think he's just parking it up trying to fix something. Blake Giglio will be the leader for this restart. Yeah, I don't think many people agree with me on that, but I'll still hold it. Yeah, the Roval's a tricky one, but it is one of my favorites. Would have loved to be out there last week when these guys are running it, but it was pretty fun to watch too. Would not want to be out there tonight with these guys. Didn't sound fun. Doesn't look fun either. But I think next week will be a lot better. But, gotta quit worrying about next week because we got a race to finish tonight. Somebody's gonna come away with the win here. Will it be race winner from last week, Blake Giglio, getting his third win? Or will it be Quinn Newton, first time series winner? In 8 laps, we'll figure that out. Go green this time. Try to finish this thing out clean. Newton talking over the radio. He thinks he's got 0 shot to win this race. Not high hopes for the 88. But beyond that, I mean, we got Andrew Beach. He's had some great runs this season. Looking to get that win here and lock himself in. Harry Rendell already won 2 races, so I think he could care less, but a win's a win. I think he's going to be trying just as hard for it anyway. Jeff Price, his first race back. I think it'd be awesome for him to get a win tonight. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Here they go. Pace car's off. Try it one more time.
Green, green, green.
There it is. Blake Giglio steps on it. 87. Once again, not that great of a start, but better than the last time, so everybody able to get through it clean. Almost. Yes. Clean. Yes. All right, we're clean. We're good. Up to the front. A little bit of blocking from Blake down the backstretch. Ooh, not a little bit of blocking. That was a big block. Andrew was able to get to the outside of him, though. I think Blake really wanted the bottom. Ooh, very close on the exit of that corner. Side by side at the line. Andrew will lead that lap. Door to door now into turn 1. Man, they are not moving an inch. There it is. Andrew with a good run down the backstretch. Looks like almost able to complete that pass. A little bit of a shove from his teammate in the 70. And out to the front goes Andrew Beach. Quinn Newton falling back a little bit. Still not out of it yet, though. Andrew, heck of a run out of turn 2 there. Able to clear Blake and just sail away. Now those two, Harry Grindell and Blake Giglio side by side for second. That's exactly what Andrew Beach wants to see in his mirror. Trying on board with Andrew here. And here's what Harry sees. Trying to hunt down that 8 car. They'll hit 3-4 to go that time. Apologies. Big gap to the rest of the field down the backstretch. Blake Giglio now to the bottom of Harry Grindell. Andrew Beach still with a nice 0.2 of a second lead on those guys. Jeff Price now to the outside, trying to give a push to the 70, make his way up to the front. Quinn Newton just spectating there in the back, hoping somebody wrecks out of the way, because he's got a wall of cars in front of him. But Andrew Beach got a wall of cars behind him. 3 to go right now. We're going to come to 2 to go at the line. That Nesquik Racing machine takes the 2 to go signal. But there's a good push from the 9 and the 70 behind him. He's going to have to hold on here for 2 more laps. Can Andrew do it? Lap and a half to go. That gap has shrunk a little bit. A little bit of an apron touch there, but he pulled a little bit. Small run from the 70. Can he get to the bumper? That's the white flag this time. Andrew Beach takes it. Looking to do it one more time and hold on to that lead. Get his first win of this season. Down the backstretch they go, side by side for second once again. Oh, wrecking for third. Jeff Price down to the bottom. We're going to stay locked onto the front. I think Andrew might be able to do it. He's just got to hold on for one more corner. Here he comes out of turn 4. Andrew Beach getting the win here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. first career win, first win of this season. That'll lock him into the chase. See, rest of the field coming across the line. Sorry I missed some of it, but there's your results, unofficial results up there on the left. Jeff Price, you saw getting turned into turn 3, unable to keep it straight, but finishing 14th there. But it's all smiles for Andrew Beach and his number 8 machine. Teammate Trenton Sneed there to do some burnouts with him. Andrew, some good burnouts. Nesquik guys up there with him. His teammate Harry, teammate Trent, teammate Cliff. Those Nesquik boys are happy tonight. That's their 3rd win of this season, and 4th if you include the clash. Great run tonight for those guys. Don't know what's going on there, but let's get those guys up for an interview. Definitely don't want to be hearing from Andrew tonight. Andrew, it's Lucas in the booth. Got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got it done tonight. It was a heck of a race. Not in a good way, but it was a heck of a race. You got it done, man. You had a great night. You were up front all night and battled some adversity. We were able to get it done. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Everybody that knows me knows that this track is Daytona to Dale Earnhardt for me. This is my 2nd win here. But before I got my first one, I lost it just about every way you can. Just flat out getting outran, getting wrecked. Couldn't have done it without my team tonight. First of all, right there coming to like 5 to go, Harry looked at me. He's like, listen, you know, we're working points here, so I'm going to run right here. I'm not going to pressure you. And he gave me that extra push, and then I saw Blake get low, and I was like, oh, snap, this ain't going to be good. Said I'm going to have to hold off Blake. But Harry got back around him, so I believe Harry got 2nd. I'm not sure who got 3rd, but overall, good night for Nesquik Racing. Like you said, battled some adversity there at the beginning, but we were able to regroup and slowly work our way back up through the field. And caution right there after that whole incident kind of brought me back into it because I had burned up my tires coming through the field. But it all worked out. I want to shout out Trian Security, BCR Sim Products, Nesquik Racing, BCP Back Channel Productions, Sneed Game Farm. Anybody else that I'm forgetting that watches, I also want to shout out Trenton's sister. Last week, she just had her baby, Whitley. So this one's for Whitley.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, congrats on the win, man. I appreciate you joining us. It's, I think, total 3 wins for Nesquik so far. You guys are absolutely dominating. So, yeah, congrats to your whole team. Congrats to you, and we'll see you next week at Rockingham.
Thank you very much.
That was your winner, Andrew Beach. We'll get 2nd place, Harry Grindell. Harry, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, feels like I talk to you pretty much every week. You're always up there in the front, and you had a good race tonight. A lot of confusing moments, I'm sure, but you're able to get 2nd place still, get your teammate a win as well. How are you feeling?
There we go. How about I muted for a second? But feeling good about that one. That was a messy race. There was something going on with the restart zones. I don't know what. It kept black flagging me at the first line. Not a clue why. I was matching Hayden the first time, it black flagged me. And then when I was beach, I was like wondering why. So I backed off a bit, did sort of like 54, 53 while he was doing 55. It did it again. Not a clue what was up with that. So that threw a spanner in the works. But yeah, bar that, pretty good race. Beach really needed this win for the chase. Sorry, I'm having trouble with words there. Yeah, Beach really needed this win for the chase. So I once it got down to it, I decided, you know what, it's best to sort of work with him, get him that win, as opposed to try and take it all for myself. And yeah, so yeah, good race, messy race, but good race. Got a pretty good result out of it. You know, P2. I'm more than happy with that. Good points day for me. Good points day for the team. And we got Beach that win finally. So over the moon with that.
Yeah, you had great race, and like you said, you know, it's great to get that teammate win, and you know, it's always a good feeling when you can get one for your teammate, and you know you helped him out with it. So yeah, congrats to you on the second. Any other words or shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, Team Kamikaze, obviously, main guys I run with, Centers hosting Soyo and Hubert Massive Livery Designs, the sponsors and backers of our team, to Nesquik Racing. We struggled in the early parts of the season, but we're starting to come on strong now. So huge shout out to all of the boys and the way we're working together. Yourself for broadcasting and hosting this league, and everybody who helps put it on.
I appreciate it, man. We'll see you next week at Rockingham. Good luck.
Yeah, see you next week.
So our final interview, we'll get Quinn Newton in here. Apologies, I never changed the car on the broadcast there. I think you guys got it. It was Harry. You've heard him enough. All right, Quinn. Congrats on the third, man. How you got me?
I got you.
Well, it was a crazy night. You were battling up there for the lead at the end. What did you have anything else for it? How are you feeling? Maybe
I needed tires.
Oh,
I need tires. We made the call to stay out because it had only been like, I think we had like 5 extra laps on them, but we were sticking. We should just pit there, Blake and I should have, but it happens, I guess. We would have pit there. I think we could have won that, but we didn't want to give up any track position. We'd only had like 5 green flag laps, so we decided to stay out, and that was a mistake. Tire strategy strikes again.
yeah, it's always with those tire strategies. It seems like in this season so far, it's been tough to call when they'd go green, when they'd have a caution. So I liked the call for you guys to stay out. Track position had been important all night. Just didn't work out in your favor. But you know, any other words or anything?
No, we thought we were gonna be good, to be honest. But apparently, iRacing had other, because on that restart, they just is what it is. Other than that, no. It was a wild night, and I look forward to going through all this stuff to get it all fixed. So that'll be a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what iRacing is doing. Seemed like every caution, every restart, we had somebody getting a black flag or something. So
I'm not sure what's going on. We'll get it fixed for next week. I talked to other people about it, but still, we're gonna work on it and probably implement something new next week. Also, I'd mentioned, I know you and I talked about the whole black flag clear process, so we'll get into it as well next week. So
yeah, I kind of lost
Definitely
you on the mic there for a second. I don't know what happened.
Sorry. No, you're good. Just black flag clears need to be looked at potentially, not just for like the restarts, but for just in general. I know we've been talking about it for a few weeks, but we never end up implementing anything. So I think we're going to look at that, and definitely going to look at the restart zone next week. I'm not sure what's going on. I've had like 3 or 4. I didn't have any issues, but I'm also terrible. So what's going on with all the? And I need to get back to chat because they're just going off. So all right, have a good night, my man.
We'll see you, Quinn. Thanks for joining us. Congrats on the third.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was our third place finisher, Quinn Newton. That'll round out this broadcast for tonight. Results are up on the screen. Pinpoint your favorite driver, see where they finished. Appreciate everybody joining me. It was a rough race at Charlotte. Hopefully the last of these kind of rough races. I think we've had some good ones sprinkled in there, so don't give up on it just yet. I know it's been tough to watch, especially this week, but we're working on it. I for one really enjoy watching these guys. I really enjoy doing this for everybody. So just want to say thanks again for everybody watching, and we'll see you next week at Rockingham.